Wow, when I said I would make a top 10 list overall, I nonchalantly said it like it was going to be an easy thing to do. It was incredibly tough. I'm still second guessing myself on a lot of these. Not that I put them on, but that I didn't put them on. I guess I just have to look at the horse I put in 10th and judge him against every other horse that didn't make it. I guess is the easiest way to do it. Anyway, we're going to head right into it now. We have 10 horses. My top 10 list in real time as of today. Now, I need you to understand there's going to be a lot of horses that I'm certain will make it onto a list like this. And, I mean, the only thing that precipitated this list being made was the fact that Eternity Road wasn't in the one for today. And I said to myself, hey, how can I put him on a top 10 list? So I made two. One for today, which I think is fair ball. And the second one is overall, top 10 horses overall. I think you'll agree with me on most of them. There are some horses that could be on the bottom end of this list that aren't. But I looked for consistency, right? And that's what I looked for when I made this list. Who is consistently good? Having a great mile today would obviously play a role, but you would need to be on the list for a long time. Perfect example, a horse like Desperado. I've come to really like Desperado. I think this is just a fantastic horse that really wants to do his work. Just a lovely horse to drive, too. A horse that, no doubt in my mind, will make it onto this list. But when I look at the number 10 horse, I can't give him that. I can't give him that position ahead of this horse. So I think it's pretty easy. So I'm just going to get right into it. Number 10, Walk on the Moon. Walk on the Moon is trained against our best horses all year, from day one virtually. The Blacksmith come in, and I think maybe Felix might have taken too much toe off him. To be fair to Felix, I don't know, but all I know is last week he was shot, or 10 days ago, and maybe 2 weeks ago, and immediately he couldn't function. As a horse, he looked terrible. And right away you say to yourself, maybe took too much toe off him. We saw the same thing with Stacy Hanover. It's not necessarily the Blacksmith taking too much toe off. Sometimes what it is when they took the toe off. Shoe him the day before, the day of, you're looking for trouble. And I hate even shoeing horses close to the race day. I would like to do them the day after they race and give them 4 or 5 days to get used to the shoes, then just slap them on the day of or the day before. But to be honest, I know a lot of blacksmiths, and Callie Rankin would shoe them right on race day. So I don't know what to tell you. My personal preference is not doing it close. And I know that Walk on the Moon has been an exceptional horse for us from day one. Truthfully speaking, he could and should have maybe been higher on this list. But I put him in at number 10. He was 3rd or 4th today. I suspect next time you'll see a much stronger, much better Walk on the Moon. Number 9, Gray is the New Red. This affiliate we've been touting. I put her in the Next Generation stake. She's in. So, this affiliate I think pretty highly of today. We gave her the day off. She's been a little sick all week. She has been healthy and really good for the last 2 months for the most part, and has been a real mainstay in our training sets. Just a very, very nice filly, but she looks like a nice horse. That's really why we paid her into that stake race. She shows a lot of talent. She's well-bred, but she looks like a good horse. She's well put together, and I really like what I've seen from Gray as a New Red. I think it's fair to say, again, I'm just going to judge all the other horses that didn't make it on the list against these horses, and I think Gray as the New Red belongs here. At number 9, Gray as the New Red. Number 8, Frilly Fringes. Could have put her higher. She's been good. Of all the horses we have, I would suspect she feels like she's the surest-footed horse we have. She does not make breaks, not generally. Now, in saying that, she's made breaks on people before, but I know one thing. She was in a spot where she could have made a couple today. She's all business. Frilly Fringes. We should have some fun in Pennsylvania. 3 fillies, 3 Pennsylvania trotting fillies, and I like all 3 of them. Frilly Fringes comes in at number 7. Now, I think, number 10, 9, 8. Number 8. Number 7 could have been switched with Frilly Fringes, but when you look at the overall body of work and the consistency, I think Holy Chick belongs at number 7. Holy Chick, today it was going to be tough for her, right? We were flying in the last little more than an eighth of a mile, and Holy Chick just couldn't pop. She had caught up to us and passed us, she would have been number 1 today for sure. We were smoking, and I look back, Holy Chick doesn't work well. She's just a nice filly. And then they had the truck out there. Oh my God, the truck was out there, and everybody got all flustered and out of gear. Well, Frilly Fringes didn't, but everybody else did, and Holy Chick might have got in that little bit of a mishap there. But Nevertheless, Holy Chick has been week in and week out one of our mainstays. Just a very, very nice filly. Another horse that's been week in and week out one of our better horses. Won her set today, and I think is going to have a very good summer. Mama Knows Best. Mama Knows Best was very good today, especially. Was very good last week for Jason. Jason loves his filly. As I said in my other video, if you don't like her, you just don't like horses. She's just a nice filly and does everything right. Number 5... maybe a little biased here, I don't know. One My Heart Hanover. One My Heart Hanover jogged today. I don't even know if I turned my whip around. Just smart, durable filly. I don't know how durable. Maybe durable is not the word. She's effective. I'm sure I'm going to have a lot of fun with her in the summer. I don't know how fast she'll be overall. She feels like she's got a ton of speed, but just a horse you can move, sit, leave, take her back, do whatever you want. She's just a gentleman on the track, just a sweetheart on the track, and just was very impressive today. She might not have been more impressive than Beef and Cheddar Roy Hill, but at the same time, she did her work perfectly. So One My Heart Hanover, easily in my mind. Number 6, number 5, number 4, Roy Hill, goes without saying. I think the top 4 can be shuffled around however you want, but number 4 could have been number 3, I suppose. Roy Hill just looked great today. Just looked absolutely fantastic. That little miscue after the wire was not Roy Hill's fault. He just grabbed his shoe a little bit. Could have been a number of reasons for that. I'm certainly not concerned with it. Roy Hill, very, very impressive mile today. Easily number 4. Number 3, War We Welcome, may not have went today. War We Welcome is one of our best horses. And I think you know who number 1 is. So anybody in this top 3. Number 2 is just so good today and has been good for the last little while that he belongs in number 2. But War We Welcome, number 3, easily. Just one of our nicest horses on the training center. Just a beautiful filly to be around. You already know the top 2. Number 2, Beef and Cheddar. That was as impressive a mile as I've ever seen from a horse, let's say in March of their 2-year-old season. That was impressive. And Beef and Cheddar was the lone star today. Roy Hill did whatever he could. He gave him a run for his money, but now, Beef and Cheddar was fantastic today. And then you're not going to knock off Eternity Road with one fantastic mile, because he's had plenty of them. So Eternity Road may have thrown in one of his few bad miles. Could have slipped in the snow. I don't know what happened. He was fine afterwards. And Eternity Road, easily still number 1. King of the Hill, Eternity Road. Top 10 horses in my mind overall for the stable.ca thus far. The last week of February 2020. Walk on the Moon, Gray as the New Red, Frilly, Fringes, Holy Chick, Mama Knows Best, One My Heart Hanover, Roy Hill, War We Welcome, Beef and Cheddar, and Eternity Road. That's it. That's top 10 right now in real time. I think fair is fair. If I'm wrong, feel free to send me an email and ask. But at the same time, there was a lot of horses could have made this list. My answers are very simple. If you think that horse you're talking about is better and has been better than Walk on the Moon, who come in at number 10, then we have a discussion to have. Otherwise, you gotta pull your socks up. Take care. Talk to you guys soon.